listeners, it's Angela Odling, creator of the webcomic Detached on Webtoon and Tapas, and you're listening to Bullshittery of the Week, a Shodcast with Andy and Dan. Yeehaw!
Hello.
Everyone. Welcome to another of the Andy and Dan Shodcast.
Oh, it's another one already.
33.
6 months.
In that time, Daniel produced a baby.
I did, right out of my stomach. Yeah, I am with child.
Yes.
Yes.
Just in time for Christmas.
Yeah, literally was just in time for Christmas. I had a baby that Jesus brought. Something.
as is the tradition. Jesus brings babies.
It like a stork does, but just Jesus flies
the
in.
baby.
With like holding like the little bundle in his mouth, just flaps it and just drops the baby off. Just, oh, thanks, Jesus. And he's like, no problem, guys. And it flies away. So that's what I've been up to. I've been raising little Florence.
Yes.
Yeah, the last few months. It's going alright. It's just tired all the time and just does all I do. It's feed her, change a nappy. It's parent life.
Classic.
Sandra, what are you doing? Are you sniffing that candle again?
Yeah, sorry. Could not help myself.
Just as soon as I got on call, I'm just like hypnotised by a Yankee candle, I assume.
No, it's not a Yankee.
Oh, well, what's the point?
Because I'm not promoting Yankee Candle.
I do not endorse the big Yankee Candle Corp.
No, you can't. Like, Mum's not, she's too frugal to buy me a Yankee Candle, but she'll buy herself several dozen.
Yeah. I thought you just like stole it from her collection.
No, I got it for Christmas. That was my gift. A candle that was not Yankee.
Could like manky candle is like some cheap knockoff. So, just confiscate that in a minute. I swear to God.
So what are we discussing today? Are we doing what have we been playing?
Yeah.
Right.
It's been a while, so we always do like a little catch up.
Yeah.
It's been on our gaming periphery. So Andrew, what have you been gaming at the moment, or since last time?
Since I can't remember the last time we
did that far.
Well, it was with James, wasn't it? The last shot we did.
It was the first one on the channel with James.
That was like really, really long ago.
Yeah, it's like 5-6 months.
Yeah, it was August or September. So
Summit.
And I just remember us being like, yeah, this game's coming out, this game's coming out, this is coming out. So I've probably played all of those that I talked about in that.
Cause I remember we talked about the Pokemon DLC.
Yeah.
Because none of them had come out yet, and we were like, oh yeah, they're going to show the corner.
Yeah, and they didn't. Spoilers, they didn't.
Nah, they were just like, nah. That doesn't make too much sense.
So yeah, I played Assassin's Creed Mirage. I played through Kingdom Hearts 1 again, because why?
Andrew's been going through a little spurt of play for old games, hasn't you?
Yeah. I played Super Mario RPG.
Yeah.
I got for Christmas Spider-Man. I was waiting for
that. I just like in my head, just like I couldn't get it out
there. Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
At the moment, I'm playing through. Oh, I went through like Remake again on stream.
Yeah,
and Final Fantasy VII.
Yeah.
And then I did all the challenges off stream, which was really fun. It wasn't stressful in the slightest.
For what? 7?
Remake, yeah.
Remake, yeah.
Because it wasn't so much like even Vi's the immortal, immaculate. That's it. Wasn't that bad. Like once you figured out what it was just like pretty much like okay, just dodging with Tifa and stuff.
Yeah.
It was the Yuffie side that was really fucking annoying because her chapters aren't that long. And then it was like, if you want to do this, you're going to have to upgrade your weapons. How do you upgrade your weapons? You need the manuscripts. How do you get the manuscripts? You got to play through Fort Condor on hard mode to get most of them. And I was just like, right, fine. So we did that. And then I figured that out. And it was pretty easy. But then it was just getting the challenges done.
Yeah. It's like, but I don't want to.
Yeah, it's like, I just want to do the challenge. Why do I have to upgrade?
Yeah, I was trying to remember that. Is that just like the normal, like, that's not fighting Ramu normally, is it? It's like the like...
No, it's the other one where you fight Bahamut, then Rama.
Yeah.
And then the other one.
I don't think I've even tried that, yeah.
The, what do you call it? I keep forgetting what it's got, the Pride and Joy.
Yeah, the Pride and Joy.
Because I keep calling it the Loud and Proud. Because it's
loud,
like,
proud, and ready to...
Cloud.
Go in a crowd. Ready to do Cloud. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember seeing the list and I was like, well, what's after Bahamut? Why isn't he the last one? And I looked up and I was like, what the hell's that? And apparently it's like really easy compared to like the previous fight. Like,
it is.
Past with Cloud.
It is. It's really easy with Cloud and the others.
Yeah.
But with Yuffie, it wasn't. And they're like, just do this. Just you gotta, because Sodon gets picked up and then he starts like, and then you've just got Yuffie on her own. You've got to like call him to you straight as the battle starts and stuff. And then it's just like a mad panic of trying not to die.
Yeah.
But I did it. Did it, then the game crashed. And then I had to do it again.
Oh!
And then I couldn't do it for ages. And I was just like...
Yeah, that always happens. Because like when you finally do a challenge like that, it's like the relief sets in and you're just sort of like, I've done it now. And you're just out of that mindset immediately.
Yeah, I was out of the mindset. Again, it's like,
but I've done it. I haven't got the energy.
And then I've also been playing through 13 as well.
Oh yeah, you started 13.
I did. I'm now on Grand Pulse.
Oh yeah.
Doing all that. And I need to upgrade all my weapons.
Wide stretch of land.
Yeah. The biggest expanse in gaming history. Localized entirely within this chapter.
Yeah. We've got all games in chapters, of course it was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was a lot of chapters. And you don't get your full what that really bothers me. Like, right. I'm finding it fine, like getting back into the mechanics of it, and I'm actually enjoying the mechanics a bit more, going through all like the paradigms and stuff, and doing the Crystarium, and the party's not as bad as I remember, sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But not being able to switch your leader in battle is a massive pain in the arse.
Yes.
Like. In 13.2, you can switch between Noel and Sarah, fine, and if Noel dies, then it'll switch to Sarah, and if Sarah dies, it'll switch to Noel, sort of thing. Yeah. But in that, you can't switch your leader at the start of, or in any point during the battle. So if Lightning is your leader and she goes down, it's like, oh, game over.
Yeah, that's it.
And it's just like, oh, right, okay, so what's the... Right?
Sure.
And then you don't get access to, like, your full party until chapter 9. Like you get them all at different points, but like they're usually in like 2s for most of it, or like they're all together. And then chapter 9 is like you play as Lightning, Hope, and Fang, and Snow's just with you, but you can't put Snow in your team. You can't change your team at all.
Brilliant.
He's just like there. And then Saz and Vanilla are trying to escape, and you've got to go and rescue them, then you find them, and then you can start switching your party up. But it's like you can't switch your leaders up until that point either. So like you go through most of the chapters, and whoever is your leader in that chapter, that's it. You can't switch to like, oh, I'm playing as Saz, I can't switch to Vanille. It's just like, well, why wouldn't you let me switch leaders in this chapter? Why do I have to use Saz as my leader, sort of thing?
It's forbidden.
And now I can freely switch whenever I want now. So it's like, okay.
Fine.
It's like, fine.
Enough.
Yeah. Took you 11 chapters.
It's like a game of 2 halves, isn't it? just like really weird.
Yeah, it's just
the pacing of it's just like strange.
It is. It's like one thing I did really appreciate though going through it this time is like how the characters do bond with each other and stuff, because a lot of sounds weird, but
big thing with
a lot of Final Fantasy games don't do that. Even in 10, you go through the whole game. Obviously, no one says Tidus or Tidus or whatever, you know, the lad's name, because you can rename him. And it's all about Yuna. But at no point in the game does Auron say Waka or Lulu once.
Yeah.
And it's just like, okay, well, he's just like, well, okay, I'm just going to ignore these two then.
I was just going to like talk at him like that, just not looking at him.
Just like,
Because he was dead, he couldn't be bothered. He's like, I've got no time to learn new names. Yeah.
He was, belted and racist.
He's just like, I'm so old, I've got no time to learn names. I died at the age of 27 or whatever it was.
He died I don't know.
Well, like 30 or something like not that old.
Well, I don't know. I think he's 30 something now when he's dead. Because at one point he goes, Legendary Guardian, I was just a boy about your age. So he's either talking to Tidus, who's 17, or he's talking to Waka, who's like 21. And it's been 10 years, so he's either 29 or 30 something.
He basically aged as a ghost. What he's saying is he basically kept having birthdays after he died. It's like there on his own with a cake with one candle. It's like, happy birthday to me. Just like having a great time. Just on Sin's back. It's like, Sin, can you blow out the candle? Destroys another city.
It's like, blow out the candle. It's like, and it just like blows it off the map.
Grav again, just comes out. Gravity or whatever it was. Decimates the landscape. That's how it happened.
But what about you, Daniel? What have you been playing?
Oh, mainly just 16, I think.
Oh yeah, true.
Final Fantasy XVI. Probably since the last time. I don't even know. I was playing Pokemon, and I did play the Pokemon DLC. That I still haven't fully wrapped up on.
No, because you haven't done the epilogue yet, have you?
No, I have not. I saw the Pokemon now.
Oh, you've seen it?
Because just share it only.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to do a lore video on it.
Yeah.
Because it's all about Momotaro.
Mm-hmm.
And the lads.
And the fellas.
Yeah.
The poison piss takers.
Poison piss takers.
They were called. That was their boy band name. We played quite a lot of that. I really liked the Indigo Disc.
Yes.
DLC. It's really fun. I feel like it's literally just that and in 16, because I was playing 16 and I had a break to play that, I think.
And you've been playing something else as well, Daniel.
I'm playing the Octopia DLC.
Yeah.
For Eastwood.
Yes.
If I'm playing something else, you're going to have to remind me, because I can't think what else have I been playing. I think is it. Yeah. 16 getting towards the end of that finally. Got like 4 or 5 chapters left.
Yeah.
Just gone over across to go get Odin, go find Odin's cheeky little face after he chopped the ocean in half. Naughty.
Chopped the ocean in half, and then Clive and Jill were like, let's do it.
It's like, they ran off and then it cut to him and they just sat there with no clothes. I was like, wait, what? Did he cut their clothes off? It's very precise. Zantetsuken. That's what I was trying to do.
Probably.
Like, let's get naked. Slice it off.
He kept showing scenes of him and he was naked, or like just one of him.
Yeah, they loved just.
And then he was just like, it wasn't even his mom.
No, it's Ultima being all like,
yeah,
I can be whatever you want me to be.
He turned into Hugo Kupka as well, so it was just like,
It's like, what? Fuck's that.
Hugo, that's enough. Release me from your kung fu grip.
For God's sake. throws his sherry into the fire. God's sake. Yeah. No, I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed it. I've now like sort of learned the combat better, and like some cheeky little combos with like icon abilities.
Yeah.
I'm doing a lot better now because I was winging it a lot. And now, the more icons you get, the more you're like, oh, actually, what if I put this with this?
Yeah.
And I can really just fuck them over.
I think the only thing that really sort of, like, once I started getting towards the end of 16, I realized 13 then, was just like and I've noticed this in 13 too as well, because it's kind of bothering me, is the lack of, like, lots of enemy types. It's just the same sort of enemy again, but slightly more powerful, but it's the same thing.
Yeah, it's like a skin change of the same.
Yeah, and I'm just like, I don't want to fight, like, no more Akashic Chocobos, please. I've killed enough.
It's like, here's the same enemies, but now they're Akashic. Look, they glow all blue. It's like, oh,
that's the only thing that bothered me, because then I'd go and do, like, a hunt, and then it turned out to be, like, an enemy that I've already killed, like, again. I'm just like, oh, it could have been, like, these are all the unique ones sort of thing.
Yeah.
But it's fine.
It's a shame. I feel like it's a thing with, like, single-player Final Fantasy games.
Yeah.
I was expecting it not to be as bad because it had a lot of the 14 development team behind it sort of thing.
Yeah.
And obviously, but that's, like, always updated in real time sort of thing to add new models and stuff, so a single-player game doesn't have that, like, benefit.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame. Also, like, I love the game and it's really great, like, single-player RPG and stuff. But
yeah.
I miss it when Final Fantasy weren't so realistic.
Yeah, I think,
especially after 15, I got really annoyed with 15 for being too, like, I mean, that was obviously still fantasy, but that was like modern day fantasy.
Yeah.
And this is like a really good medieval fantasy, but I'm just like, I just want less human characters.
Yeah, I know. That's the thing. I know we've got Torgal and stuff, but like,
yeah, I want like different species.
Yeah, I want like the 9 levels of world building, or even like 12. Yeah. Or even then, like the problem I like with the 12 cast as well is like most of them are human.
Yeah.
It's only Fran who isn't, and she even then she's human, but with bunny ears.
She's humanoid, yeah.
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 I miss like, you know, like Vivi wasn't human, Zidane wasn't.
Yeah, I want to like pushed about a bit.
And then Quina wasn't and stuff, and then the rest were like humanoid shaped. And Freya wasn't either, but like,
it's the benefit of 9's art style, because it was like so sort of like stylized.
Yeah, I feel like doing it though. That's one thing that I'm worried about if the 9 remake is done, is that it might go the Kingdom Hearts 3 route, and like I don't really like how Kingdom Hearts 3 looked compared to like 2. It just didn't translate as well for me onto newer graphics and stuff. Like, it lost a lot of detail in the characters because it was very like stylized and stuff, and then it just didn't capture them. They all looked like really
it's like almost like too polished, wasn't it?
Yeah,
like, because it was simple designs but like super polished, like shiny, and it was like really weird.
But yeah, I agree with 16. It just needed it because it's obviously like very inspired by like that era, the Middle Ages and Game of Thrones sort of style.
Yeah.
I just wanted a bit more, but the DLCs might go into it a bit more.
Yeah. I did get the first DLC.
I haven't got it yet. I need to get Richie to get it for me because I can't get it.
a little game of it. How come?
Because I got an American copy, Daniel.
Cheeky.
So I have to get him to get it on his account so I can download it.
Yeah. I'll see. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, the story's good. It's a shame the bloody Ultimate pooed on the sky, because everything looks like, you're like,
I know.
It's eye strain. I'm like, everything's a bit purple now. I can't like appreciate the landscape.
The battles like are amazing. Like the epic moments in the game, like
the icon
fight and
clashes and stuff.
Yeah, the Garuda fight was really good. I just wanted Benedicta to survive a bit longer than she did, because she was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a shame that, like, because obviously later ones do survive.
Yeah.
and she didn't. So, but obviously it all links into like Hugo going
Yeah.
mental and stuff. So, like, I think if all the decisions didn't make sense. So it's like, as much as I would have liked it, it's like it works for the story.
Yeah, it does.
It like leads into other stuff. I'm definitely finding like the Final Fantasy XII influences in it.
Yes. Yeah,
But
you
even
can
just
see
down
it.
to like in the hideaway with like the little doing side quests, and you get like a little item.
Yeah, you do.
There's
Yeah.
a little wall of items, and I was like, oh yeah, I can feel the 12 vibes. Because I remember that it was on the airship when it did the little artwork.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
It was really cool. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, and I've been fighting the hunts and the marks and stuff, which were
Yeah.
cool. Which I'm now just demolishing with satellite and fucking all the other ones that just whittle away the health, the stagger gauge.
Oh.
Yeah, the pandemonium one when I was just on Ash, because I did all the side quests before I went to start the main mission.
Yeah.
And obviously once I set off to like land on Ash, it must have like triggered more like hunts back at the thing. So then I went to that upside bit where there was a big gate, and I was like, oh, what's around here? And then the guy came out, and I was like, oh, pandemonium rank S. I was like, what?
Yeah.
I didn't know he had any hunts, and then I just did it. But I was just like a really awkward moment with Flo, just like trying to get her to sleep, and it just came out the gate. I was like, oh, for fuck's sake.
I didn't have it when I went there. I went back after that out. I was like, oh, there's a hunt there. And I was just like, I felt like there was going to be one there. But
it felt like I was going to be one, but not when I went there, because I was like, oh, well, I didn't know I'd activated one yet. So just like immediately, I was like, oh god. But yeah, no, I'm enjoying it. It's one of those things where like, because when I was playing it, I sort of broke up my playing sessions on it as much. I feel like it's sort of I can pull out the story.
Yeah.
So I kind of want to get it finished, just not because I'm not enjoying it, but just because like I feel like I've dragged it on too long because of live stuff and other games and things.
Yeah.
Which is a bit of a shame, but there's too many games out, so yes, I couldn't just sit down and just play that constantly, unfortunately. But yes, very good. But yes. Oh yeah, and the Eastwood DLC as well.
Yes.
Utopia, which is really good. I can't believe it's like a fully. Obviously, it's not like a massive game, but it's like a fully fledged individual game separate from the main game, and it's just like. It's too generous. And I think I only got it for like £3 because when it first dropped, it was like had money off it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, fantastic. Just a little farm simulator in a little ruined amusement park called Octopia.
I need to get it eventually.
It's good though because it's sort of like it's not. I don't think it's canon, or if it is, it's done in a weird way that'll reveal towards the end maybe because it's like. It's basically like a happy ending for all the characters because all the characters just turn up in it and everyone's just like, oh, I've met you before. And they're all like happier versions of themselves sort of thing.
That's interesting.
So it's like, oh, it's nice. After Eastwood broke my heart, this is sort of making it feel a bit better. It's like, here you go. No, it's good. It's like, basically like Stardew Valley Light.
Yeah.
You get your farm. And you can sort of upgrade facilities, and then you can like get crops and stuff. And just sell them, and it's all about cooking food really, because the main character is John's a cook, obviously. So it's like
with his frying
you grow
pan.
different vegetables and stuff, and then you get new recipes, and then you got like a recipe book that you like unlock stuff, and you can do fishing and all that. It's good. There's also like a little mining mini game where you have this little robot thing that goes down the mines, and it's like 2D pixel art graphics. And it's just like minesweeper sort of thing. But you have like a certain set of bombs on you that you can place. And then the more like you fill this bar, the bombs do bigger, wider area of effect, and you like gain materials by doing that.
Yeah.
And like salt and stuff, which is the currency. Which I found very satisfying. I think last night I haven't played it for like a week or so, but last time I was on it, I unlocked the last bit of the map. So I've unlocked all the areas now I can go to. Yeah, it's very good.
Is it a big map?
Fairly big. You basically start off on the farm, and then you've got sort of like the city bit, which is all like in ruins.
Yeah.
As more people come, they'll like make a house there that you can upgrade and build. And then like there's a shop, the guy who runs a shop, and then the inventors who have their own little gadget place, and then the construction people come around, and everything just slowly gets upgraded as you go on, as you like get more like wood and iron and stuff to contribute. But yes. And then like random like people, NPCs will come from like the city, and then you can they usually I'll give them like a certain dish, like meal you've got to cook them, and it'll like unlock certain dialogue and interactions with them, things like that. It's very good. Yeah. But yeah, I'm enjoying it. I don't know if it actually has a proper ending. I assume it has sort of like a semi sort of ending.
Yeah, I'm sure it will have.
But then it just keeps going because it just says day whatever in the corner, and it just, it's like a day-night cycle. It just keeps going.
Yeah, it's probably like Stardew that has like it has its story and stuff, but you can do it at whatever pace you want. You don't have to.
Yeah.
And then it will probably finish, but it'll be like you can still keep going.
Yeah, it's like I might do eventually, and just abandon the farm forever like Animal Crossing.
I don't want to go back to my Animal Crossing island.
No, it's too late now.
If I go back to it, just like all the island's just going to be flowers.
Just like Jurassic Park.
I was like, it was already bad enough because like they all started breeding and stuff, but then I started.
What, the villages?
Trying to, yeah. All the villages. There was like some weird ass villages when I went back.
Yeah.
I
can't remember what villages were.
I remember some of them. I know I had. I can't remember what he's called, but the octopus.
I remember him well. What's his face with a name? Yeah. Was he the red octopus?
No.
I think. Okay.
It was the one
and
that
I do not remember.
It was like a Japanese sweet treat. Yeah, and then I got the Octobot as well. I know I got so I had 2 octopuses on my
yeah, that was it.
Cephalobot.
Yeah, because I think I got Ribot because I got the robot.
Yeah,
frog. And I was like, oh, excellent, I got a robot.
In my head, I've got it as Ziggy, and I don't know why I've got it.
He's like, Ziggy. He's like, that's not my name. It's like, quiet, Ziggy. I'm trying to compliment you. Oh yeah, but that's all I've been playing. Zucker. Oh yeah, Zucker. Yeah. Because doesn't he say his name? Or did he say like Zuck or something at the end of sentences or something?
Probably said Zuck, but he looks like he's a Japanese like treat as a villager and octopus.
As a villager and octopus. That's him. Yeah, I haven't really played anything else though.
No, I'm trying to think if I played anything else. I don't think I did. I need to get back into God of War. I need to finish off the Horizon DLC. Because I started it and then I got stuck, as is the way with Horizon. So I was just like, I was like, I can do this, and then all my weapons are really bad for what I needed them to be. I was like, this isn't going to help me at all.
It's like,
and then there was like a group of 3 new machine of like 3 or 4 of them, and I was like, yeah, I'm not killing these.
It's like, did you ever play DLC for the first game?
Yes.
Yeah, I remember. Yeah, because I remember fucking how hard the new enemies were in that DLC.
Yeah.
You're just like, oh, I can kill him dead easy. I can even take down the big T-Rex. It's dead easy. And you got to DLC, the ones like do like Jaguars or something. You just leapt around, set fire to you or whatever. And as soon as you get there, you fight on them. You're like, well, I'm getting my ass kicked.
The hyena looking thing.
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there was the bear.
Yeah.
And I was just like,
It's like, well, he's kicking the shit out of me. Yeah, I have got that.
Yeah, you got to play that too. You got to add it to your list.
I've got Spider-Man 2.
Spider-Man 2, Metal Gear Solid 5 or whatever it was.
Don't talk about Metal Gear Solid 5. That was from like 10 years ago. Still sealed. You're 10, but it's probably getting there.
Yeah, I'm sure it's
I want to play it, but also because 5 was like the worst one, and its development was like ruined by Kojima leaving and Konami being dickheads. I'm just like, oh. And also the fact Thingy hated in voice snakes annoyed me.
Yeah.
I'm just like, oh, I probably will play it eventually. Yeah, I've got a big old list. But Andrew, actually, should we do a feature first?
Speaking of list, here's a feature. Roll jingle.
Norg's dating hotline. It's Norg's dating hotline. It's been a while.
Well, it's been a while because we all did it once, I think.
Yeah.
We didn't do it for
once,
James.
We didn't. It's because I was like, I always think of it and I'm like, but I've got to think up of all these like hints, and I'm like, I can't bother. But what I've decided to do is it's basically the same game, but depending on when you guess it, you get more points. So if you get it on the first clue, you get like 5 points.
Yeah.
Second clue, you get 2, and on the third, you get 1. And obviously, if you don't get it, you get no points.
So I'm gonna get 0.
So it's basically the faster you get it, the more points you get.
Just lift that up again, Daniel.
No. Well, it's not on our side. It's the other.
Damn it!
Side. That's a list of Pixel Trev ideas. You fool. It's like, alright then. Just that's all it is.
I remember last time
with
it
this...
was like...
Yeah, go on.
Although I have a speech impediment, I love a bit of magic or something. It's like Donald.
Even though I live in a pond.
Even though I live in a pond.
I don't think these are that obvious, but I feel like I've tried to make them not impossible, so we'll see how...
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
So to those who don't know, who didn't listen on the show 5 years ago, whenever it was, it's basically a dating show with 3 mystery video game guests, and they basically, like Blind Date, if you've never seen that, they give like a little answer about themselves, but I've worded it in a way that's like a clue about their identity, so you have to basically try and guess who they are based on the clue.
With famed garden money giver, I was going to say that supports Norg.
Oh yeah, yeah. I think that's what throws people out. I remember when I put it on my channel trailer once, and someone's like, "What the fuck was that?" It's like, you don't know obscure Final Fantasy VIII antagonist Norg. Who's in it for
only
like
appears for
half
like
an
one
hour.
segment.
Yeah. What happened to
Daniel?
Anyway.
You should.
Right then.
No, it's not going to work. But you should have Norg on screen and like make him do the roars and stuff. Just cut you out so I don't. His roaring, because he doesn't talk. He goes.
Oh, I've got to try and find like the sound font for making it. How possible that's going to be to find. I'll see what I can do. But for now, contestant number 1.
Although
here's
that is
the
the blind date head in my blind date theme in my head.
Question number 1. I like to think of myself as a real catch, which is what I will do to you if you catch my eye buzzing around the park.
Well, the first thing that came into my head was Ash, because catch and cat. You just kept saying catch.
Now. Clue number 2.
yeah.
I can't remember how many goes I give you. I can't remember how many tries.
Well, last time you did it, you just said them all in one go, and then I just guessed. And then you were like, no, it's not that. And then you just told me.
Well, because I've done a point system.
Yeah, now he's implemented a point system.
So you have to guess, like, for each one. Number 2. I hope you like the outdoors type, because I spend most of my time crawling around trees and rummaging in spider webs.
Spider webs?
Yeah. Bloody mysterious.
So he catches things, or they catch things.
Yeah.
They're in a park. Oh, so
Well,
you said
if they catch your eye buzzing around, so if they catch your eye buzzing around the park, so if they catch you buzzing around the park, basically.
Oh. Some form of bee. And you said, what did you say about the same? Something about looking through spider webs.
Crawling around trees and rummaging in spider webs. And they're an outdoorsy type.
Let's just pretend that like I know it, and you just tell me clue 3.
Tell you the what?
So let's just pretend that I know who it is, but I'm just gonna humour you so you can move on to clue 3.
Okay, so I'll do clue number 3 then. If you pick me, I'll be sure to false swipe you off your feet on the first date.
Oh. CETRA. No, Beedrill.
No, it's Bugsy.
Oh, right, okay.
You got caught up on the buzzing because it wasn't they were doing the buzzing, it was catching your eye. If you catch their eye buzzing around the park, like if you're buzzing around the park.
Yeah, but I don't know him as Bugsy, I only know him as Bugsby.
Well, that's kind of why I chose it.
No, I wouldn't have got that ever. I wouldn't.
I was trying to do it without, because it's like there's not a lot to go for bugs. So I like went effing it to do with him like being a bug catcher.
Well, that just led me to just bugs in general.
I should have, instead of a real catcher, put like, oh, I'll net you. I'll net your heart or something. Oh well, you didn't get it. So contestant number 2. I'm a rough and ready sort of person, always prepared to do what it takes to reduce the number of endangered species.
I'm a rough and ready person, just to do whatever it takes to
reduce the number of endangered species. Who could that be?
I don't know.
Who goes out there and reduces the number of endangered? Just give us a guess. You get a guess each go.
Who reduces the number of endangered species? It's something that I know, obviously.
Oh, yeah.
Number of endangered species? I can't even think of anyone that reduces the number of endangered species.
Or animals in general. Throwing your lifeline. No?
No.
Ugh. You passed. You passed on to 5 points.
I thought it was 10
Number
points.
2. It's 5 now. I've lowered it. The stakes have never been lower. I'm into all sorts of sports and extreme mountaineering, but I also like nothing more than a complex puzzle to break things up a bit.
So that's leading me to Pokemon again.
Well, forget Pokemon. We've done the Pokemon one. They're all from different games.
So
I'll say that much.
Animals. Something about going rescuing animals.
Not rescuing.
He's something about helping.
I said reduce the number of endangered species. So they're killing animals.
Oh, well,
You didn't listen.
yeah, but I thought you were saying reducing the number of endangered species as in, like, the reducing.
No, I mean reducing them further.
Well,
Them
that
numbers
would
are going
be
down even more. You were like, David Attenborough.
yeah, that's what.
Goes around. The game.
The first thing that comes into my head, but
Imagine.
that was just off the first clue, not off the second clue. The first clue is, I don't even know what it's called. Red Dead Redemption, because you killed off a whole species.
Yeah. Is it John Marsden, I think?
Yeah, well, it's obviously not him, but like...
No, it's not him. But it's a good guess. I'll give you that for the first one, and then second one is they love sports and all sorts of sports and extreme mountaineering, but they also love complex puzzles.
So now I was going through as Waka because you said sports. And
He doesn't like complex puzzles.
well, he was involved in the Cloister of Trials, that's why I was going with that. But you didn't say anything about racism, so I was like...
Yeah, that would have been the big clue, wouldn't it? Do you want the third one?
Yeah.
In between adventures, I relax back home on my family estate, but don't let my posh origins put you off. Also, if you hear any noises from the fridge, ignore them.
Oh, Lara Croft.
Yeah. I couldn't help putting the fridge thing, even though it was really obvious. I was gonna just leave it the posh like estate, but I was like, nah, I'm gonna put the fridge thing in.
No, I would have got it from the posh estate.
Yeah, I was like, no, let's make it more obvious. So you've got 1 point.
1 point out of a possible. Well, I don't know how many now.
10, 14, 15 out of 16.
Yes.
Excellent.
Everything's coming up Millhouse. Is it
I
from
think
Millhouse?
Oh, yes. Put it down from Simpsons Hit and Run. No. Contestant number 3. I've pulled this out of order because I started rewriting it and I ran out of room.
Right. Go on.
Pick me. I don't need to brush up on romance, as I am a fine connoisseur of hot babes all over the land.
Is it the guy from Shadow Hearts?
Definitely not. Like he didn't even know his name.
Yuri, I know his name.
Oh yeah.
You don't know his name.
Well, no, I know for one thing and one thing. I think I did need to know Yuri, but didn't know it was him or not. I just knew it was his Shadow Hearts. But it is not. I would have mentioned sexual misconduct if it was. Number 2. I haven't given you the second one yet. I'll dismiss that one. It's not Magoichi. Don't be fooled by my appearance. I am actually a renowned swordsman. No one ever... I can't remember what I put there. No one ever seems to notice when I enter a room.
I'm a renowned swordsman.
But no one ever seems to notice when I enter a room.
Maybe a ninja. Maybe. Because they're not all renowned swordsmen.
That's true. What a conundrum.
No.
Okay.
No.
Alright then. Final clue. Probably made at least too hard, apart from that snowcraft one. Size isn't everything, but I have a big heart. I even left my village to give my best pal a big hand to save the world.
Oh, Susanoo.
No.
Oh, for God's sake.
Size isn't everything, it's Isum.
Oh.
That's why no one notices him when he comes in the room, because he's that small.
Oh, right, okay.
He was always going on about hot babes.
Oh, yeah, he was.
He's a fucking sex pest.
That was another game I played recently, was Okami.
That's why I chose it, because I was like, oh, you should get this one, because it's fresh in his mind.
No, it wasn't.
You should get someone.
I have depression brain right now, Daniel, so nothing is fresh in my mind.
No, Andrew, you have Norg's dating hotline brain. Well, you do now. Hey, you got one. You got one out of, I don't know,
30,
probably 20 odd points. Yeah, 1 million. And that was Norg's dating hotline.
It went really well.
It did.
We'll close that jingle. I don't think we've got to close that jingle, but roll it anyway.
Yeah, roll it. It's Norg's dating hotline. I like it was just like, I don't know, I'm just writing these down off the top of my head. I don't know how hard or easy they are until the fridge one, which is done.
Just like with mine, it was just like when I sent you that joke one earlier. Let me just read it.
Oh yeah, go on.
Daniel knows who it is already, but
I've forgotten. So it's a whole new clue.
I go balls deep. I wasn't part of the blitz, but I'm so racist. I wish I had been.
Is it Sin? It's a good one. Yeah, you should do one next. Do him for the next one.
I will. Right, okay.
You've got several months to think of something. Oh, yeah, but today we were going to just mainly talk about the upcoming Final Fantasy Rebirth. Rebirth. Because it's out in like 6 days.
It is out in like 6 days.
Yes. So we were going to just talk about what we're looking forward to in this follow-up to Final Fantasy VII Remake. you played the first
demo, yes, I have. Yes, I didn't want to play the second bit.
I haven't, but I'm thinking of playing the demo the day before it comes out, so I can get the demo bonus thing.
Yeah, it's because it's all Cloud's Past. That's essentially what the first demo is.
It's just Nibelheim.
Like, it's just like I was fine with playing that because it's like okay, what's that part of the main modern story? Whereas demo 2 is just like the whole of Junon.
Yeah, it's like here's the open world you can get to experience. It's like, well, I want to save that.
Yeah, I want to experience that, and then it's like, well, here's Cloud, Barrett, Tifa, Aerith, and Red 13. And I'm like, well, I don't want to. I want to experience that in the full game. I don't think you get anything for finishing the second demo, so I'm just like, okay, well, I'll just play the first one.
Yeah, are they 2 separate demos?
It's in the same demo. Like you just load up the demo, and it's just like it updated last night.
I need to see what the items you get out, because I just saw them, you get them like with playing them. Like, if they're not worth it, I'll just skip it, just play the game.
I think there's like a couple of accessories, but then it was like, item set.
So I don't really have some potions.
Yeah. So it's like they did that in
Modern
Pokemon at one
DLC.
point. I can't remember which one it was. It was just like, here, have some 10
Some quick
potions
balls.
and quick balls. I'm like, I don't want them.
I don't wanna.
Get
They're
them
not hard to get in the
myself.
game anyway.
Yeah.
Give us them unique balls. I don't know why they haven't been DLC really, have they?
No.
Like the old apricorn balls. But anyway, Rebirth.
Yeah, just not to get distracted.
I'm getting too angry at balls.
I am bloody excited.
I'm excited. Reviews across the board are like 93, 94.
I know.
It's like overall score, which is...
You can't see us doing it, but we just did a hand action.
Well, believe it. That. Leave it that vague. Yeah, chef's kiss. But yeah, I'm very excited.
Yeah.
I'm expecting it just to be like... The scores are that high because of the nostalgia. Is a big factor.
I think so, yeah. Cause,
in
like,
how they've tackled outside of Midgar. Because the whole game being Midgar was a bit divisive. For a lot of haters.
Yeah.
Well,
because
people were expecting it to go beyond.
The end bit.
Yeah.
And I was just like, even... I can't
But I
remember
mean
what it was.
also people who were sort of expecting more than Midgar in the first one.
Yeah, it's just
Which-
like, well, they said from the start that it wasn't going to be past Midgar.
Yeah.
It was like, even...
Well, I
from-
think they just assumed Disc 1, Disc 2, Disc 3.
Yeah, they
But
did.
it wouldn't work that way for each game because Disc
No.
3 is just end game.
Yeah. It's literally just Northern Cave and then whatever you want to do.
Yeah, other side quests and stuff.
Which I still need to go back to because, as I mentioned, I have depression, so I haven't gone back to streaming yet. So I'm like,
You'd never mention that. Yeah. You need
No,
to
I've
finish
never
that bad boy
mentioned
off.
it at all. It's a big
Well,
secret.
Andrew, you should play Mortal Kombat Armageddon because it took that guy out of a deep depression. It's the cure to end all
What a
cures.
throwback.
I know, yeah. We mentioned that on one of our series.
Yeah, we do.
I remember seeing it when I was editing it.
So yeah, like obviously at the end of Remake, they break the fate to get past it, to get out into the world and stuff, but now things have messed up in what we assume other worlds.
Yeah.
Because Zack is alive.
Yeah,
his
it's sort of
world.
like mix things up a bit.
But then like Biggs is still alive in that one, because that was one thing that really bothered me in Remake was that Biggs survived.
Yeah.
But now that I know he's from another world, I'm like, okay, right, I'll let you off then.
Yeah, it wasn't clear, was it? And you were just
No.
like, oh, why is he just suddenly alive?
Yeah, it's like
It was just sort of like, and here's Biggs.
yeah,
it's
it
fine.
was like right. It's like here's Biggs, he's all right.
It's like, I would have preferred Jesse, but, you know.
Yeah,
Or Wedge even. Biggs is like the one with the least personality. He's just Charlie Sheen or whatever.
yeah. So we know that that's happening. And then like I think that the based on like just ideas and stuff is that because Zack survived, Cloud didn't get the Buster Sword, and because he didn't get the Buster Sword, events played out and characters died who weren't supposed to die, essentially. So like not Cloud, straight away off the bat, Cloud.
Cloud's dead.
Tifa and Red 13 are shown dead. Aerith's in a coma. So it's just like, okay, let's
Yeah, because it was it's like that, isn't it like that footage at the start, you know,
Yeah.
the new trailer where they're all just like getting pulled out of the wreckage and
yeah.
stuff.
But I think it's because
like shit
Cloud
helicopters.
Tifa never found Cloud, and because that didn't happen, it didn't set him up to be up to there to
Yeah.
help and save it, so it just messed it up in that world.
Mm-hmm.
But then in the main remake world, things are going intense as well.
Yeah.
Because Tifa has been shown at like various points to fall in the live stream.
She was falling in a live stream.
In
The live stream.
in Mi Gongaga,
Yeah.
which, you know, is
Gongaga.
which is a lot earlier than she did in the original.
Yeah.
Because she didn't do it until Medial. So I think that... And they've shown, like, some form of creature in there. Whether it's a weapon is a different question.
Yeah.
It might just be
They
some,
didn't show this bloody Triceratops tank though, so...
No, I think that's going to be there, though. I think that's going to be a boss.
That's probably a boss, yeah.
Yeah, like, because there's, like, a few enemies from the original that are bosses, like Hell House, then the weird fish saw blade
It's usually like the
thing.
really distinct enemies that stand out.
So that's
that you
definitely going to be it.
in Elgor, whatever he's called.
Yeah.
Graveyard, things like that.
Eligor, yeah.
Yeah. Eleanor, yeah, that's right.
Helena Bottom Car, yeah, there you go.
But yeah, I think this game, like, the thing that's most exciting is just, like, the amount of stuff you can do in it.
Yeah.
Like, because it's just open.
And they've already said that,
you've
like...
got all these different villages and towns you can do, and, like, Gold Saucer, obviously, which is going to be full of stuff.
And then they've already said that, like, it's all open to you from the get-go. So you can go over there if you wanted to, if you can get there and stuff. You don't have to go straight to the story. But if you do... One thing that they said, which I thought was interesting, was that after a certain point, Cosmo Canyon, Red 13 changes.
All right.
Which was in, like, an interview or something, so I think they're actually going to let you call him, like, Nanaki.
Oh, yeah. That'd be good.
Because that always bothered me in the original. Because, like, once you get to that point and he grows up, he goes, I am Nanaki, son of Seto and stuff, and he goes on a big thing and he's still Red 13, which is his, like...
It's like the Final Fantasy IX Garnet moment.
Yeah.
So I'll call myself Garnet.
Every time.
It's like, nope, back to Garnet.
Dagger.
I know, of all the names. Should have been Knife.
Yeah.
Blade.
So I think that's a really cool little detail. I don't know if it's actually, like, true or anything, but, like, based on the interview at the time, I think that's what they was hinting at.
Maybe just mean his personality changes.
Yeah. They said once of that he's going to change and his personality is going to change, and then dialogue's going to change.
Just going to dye his hair, going to dye his mohawk.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what else. I opened the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth website.
Yeah.
Obviously, we've got, like, Kate Sif to look forward to playing.
Yeah, I'm actually really looking forward to playing it, however you want to pronounce it.
Yeah.
Kate Sif.
Well, didn't he confirm it actually was that, even though, like, it's based on the thing that's not pronounced that, basically.
They said it's
they
going to be
basically
Kate
said,
Sif.
oh, yeah, it is pronounced that, yeah. I was like, oh, thank God for that.
Well, the thing is that in Dirge of Cerberus, Sid says it.
Yeah.
And it's just like, well, that's because most people ignore Dirge of Cerberus, I think. It's like, well,
yeah,
you actually said it here.
Yeah. I like how, because obviously they redid Crisis Core.
Yeah.
They're doing 7. And obviously, I don't think they're going to do Dirge of Cerberus, but they're sort of sprinkling Dirge of Cerberus characters in.
Yeah.
To remake and rebirth and stuff. To sort of, like... Because obviously I don't think that game did it well enough for it to warrant a full
it's going to have a big impact on Part 3, whatever that's going to be called.
we mentioned that before, didn't we? Like, when you go back to Midgar, we think that probably... Because obviously Midgar's going to be in shambles, so we assume, like, Deep Ground's probably going to, like, rise up maybe during that point.
I was like, aha.
Which would be a good moment. I think that'd be a good time for it.
Yeah, I think that'd be the best time, because I don't think they need to be in Part 2. It was just like... Because I
can't really see them outside of Midgar.
No.
Because obviously they were just all based underground, under Midgar, so...
Yeah. Like... They were in, like, at the start of Dirge of Cerberus, they were in Calm and stuff, but even then, that's, like, right next to Midgar.
Yeah, that did really. That was that holiday.
It was like, they're, like, their whole goal was, like, really creepy, to be honest, though. Like, just... They were capturing people to sacrifice them to Omega, basically. That's what that whole thing was.
Fair enough.
And then that's how Omega was born.
Omega.
And then,
I remember when I was there for the end game and Omega was there, and I was like, what the hell was that?
I know, yeah. That was on New Year's Eve that time.
It's always New Year's Eve.
It was always New Year's Eve. And then that was the bit where I was like, watch this be Hojo. Just for no reason at all. I had a feeling that it was going to be Hojo.
Yeah.
Nothing at that point had hinted at anything towards it being Hojo or anything.
It's like, oh, it's going to be Hojo. So it is.
Oh yeah, there he goes. Which basically like in the when you beat up Vise in remake, it actually shows him laughing and stuff, and then Hojo like shows up, and then it cuts back to Vise again. It's like, aha, very clever.
I see.
But it is very intense. I'm not a massive lover of the deep ground stuff, but like I like the design of the deep ground soldiers. I think they look kind of cool and stuff. But like the actual like Sviets and stuff, I was just like, I don't understand what you're doing.
I know.
And then I found out the other day, like, because I was reading up on it, in case there was any mention of it, or in case a certain character shows up. They got all their powers from Genesis.
All right. I know they had a connection to Genesis, but I can't remember what it was.
I didn't know it. I thought like, because obviously like they turn up and they take him away and stuff, but I didn't know if that was them being like, okay, we're going to make Genesis as a Sviets. Because like they're like, our plans are now in motion and blah, 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 blah. They were going off about it. And then it turns out it's just like, oh, they got all their powers from Genesis. I was like, oh, right, okay, well, that makes sense now.
He's their dad.
Yeah.
Because doesn't Genesis appear again in the end of Dirge of Cerberus or something?
Yeah. He appears and he's like in some sort of like underground cave, and he's I had to look that up too because I didn't really understand the ending of Crisis Core. Is that when he gets there, Minerva, it's just like,
oh yeah, I remember seeing that.
Yeah, and it's because
the original one.
Minerva, who is a representation of the live stream, and she's basically chosen Genesis to be the savior of the planet, essentially. And then my first reaction to that was, well, where the hell was he during Meteor then?
I know, yeah.
Where was he 8.5 seconds ago?
You got retcon all these characters in.
Yeah.
It's like, but where were they? It's like, how is...
He probably turned up and he was like, nah, I don't need to do it, because maybe I have turned up and go, sit down.
He just turned up and like did a knowing nod, then flew away.
Probably.
Like, I know this was going to happen. Yeah, Rebirth.
Rebirth. It's all relevant to Rebirth, though, Daniel. Don't worry. Maybe.
I just don't want to just Cerberus for like an hour. Red 13, getting playing players in properly as well.
Yeah, no, I'm so excited to play as Red 13. That's why I don't want to play the demo, because I'm just like, I want to experience him when I get into the demo. Into the game, even.
He was my boy. I think the teams I'd use the most was Cloud, him, and Barrett, I think, at first.
Mine was...
playthroughs.
Yeah, I used Red 13 for a really long time on my first playthrough, and then once I got to like Vincent and Sid, I started switching them about and stuff, and then I was like, oh my god, Yuffie's actually really good. Because at first I was like, I don't like Yuffie, she stole my money and stuff, so I didn't want to use it.
I got resentment.
And then I started using it, and I was like, oh, she's actually really good in the... And then she stole my materia, so then I was like, right.
Son of a bitch.
And then I got stuck there for ages because she stole my materia. And then I took her with me to the Temple of the Ancients. I was like, okay, she's actually amazing. And then Vincent, and I really like Sid too because he's a Dragoon of the game.
Yeah. It'd be interesting to see, obviously Vincent isn't playable in this one, but like his eventual gameplay style with like him turning into stuff.
That's what it made me laugh though, is like the amount of people that have been like, have just realised that Vincent and Sid aren't playable. It's like, well, first of all, we haven't even seen Sid with a spear. He hasn't even been shown with his spear. Even in his official render, he's got no spear, so he's obviously not playable. And Vincent, from like, I think from even before he was revealed, they said that Vincent and Sid weren't going to be playable.
Yeah, they said that. Yeah, I remember that. Because it makes sense because they're sort of the end game, like later game.
Because it's like if
Vincent don't get a lot, but what he does get is either roaming around the world and finding Lee Crusher, or like his like confrontation with Hojo. So it's
which is disc 2, and then Sid's stuff is all disc 2 as well.
It's because you get him like at Nibelheim, so people are like thinking, oh, get about there, you can get him. But it's like, it wouldn't make sense for the story because part 3 you wouldn't get any new characters and he won't have much to do in this like part 2. So
no. And then like Wu-Tai's not in part 2. They've already said that Wu-Tai's not in there. So
what was that thing to do with like what looks like Gilgamesh and says like, oh,
I think it's to do with it's to do with a new type of event sort of thing, like these things to do with Chadley. And he's doing like specific points.
Because it reminded me of the
Pagoda
and Wu-Tai.
No, I think that's to do with like Gilgamesh is actually in the game and stuff.
Because I was going to be like, oh, watch Gilgamesh be a dad. Watch him turn into Gilgamesh with that fight they have.
That'd been amazing.
It's proper funny.
No, but they've said
it.
Someone, I can't remember, it was not Nomura. Najima.
Yeah.
Was like, oh, well, with the scale of how Wu-Tai was in the original game, we didn't want it to be like that. They're supposed to be like this big enemy of Midgar.
Yeah, because that's the first thing you'd realise with 7. It's like, you don't sort of click that Shinra were fighting Wutai because it's not really got into that much. But you find out later, it's like, was that it? It was like a little village.
So they've said they wanted to make it like a really big, grand thing, so that's why it's going to be in part 3.
Yeah. No, that'd be really cool. And go to explore Wutai properly.
But yeah, like Vincent and Sid, like Vincent, like you said, his whole thing is like Lucrezia, and then his thing with Hojo, and all that's after that. Obviously, they'll probably expand on it within the story and stuff in Rebirth. Is you go to Nibelheim and you do the mansion, and then you go through Mount Nibel, and then you go to Rocket Town, and then you get Sid. So you get Vincent and Sid there. Then straight after that, you can go to Wutai if you want to.
Yeah.
And then you go to the gate.
You get the tiny Bronco. Yeah.
You do the gate, and then you go to the Temple of the Ancients. And then if the game is supposed to end at City of the Ancients, which feels like I think they did say that that's where it was going to end.
Yeah. That the scene in the trailer as well very much hints at with Sephiroth there.
And it's just like, okay, well, if that's the case, then there's no point in having Vincent and Sid playable.
No, because they're not going to get any development. It'll just be playable, and then that'll be it.
Yeah, so it's just like, okay,
Sid's going to take you around on his tiny Bronco, and then...
Yeah. One thing that I'm liking that they've shown within the trailers and stuff like that is there seems to be like this bond between Aerith and Sid. So I don't know if they're doing it because, like, literally in the original game, they just didn't really have anything.
Yeah, probably. Probably exploring that with our characters who didn't get to interact.
Because there was something about it the other day, and they were talking about, like, it goes, oh, this is what I was shown with Aerith, and it was just her model. So he looked at the model and was like, okay, well, I've got to write a character about this. She looks like really stern and serious and stuff. So that's why in the original she's not as much as the way she is in remake, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So her personality like changed once they realized, like, okay, well, that's not what she's supposed to be at all.
That's funny.
So I was like, I
was also thinking again, like going back to the whole deep ground thing in Midgar and like disc 3, like that's when like Vincent's gonna have loads more stuff to do, because it's basically gonna be like he could be like involved with all that, so he can get loads of stuff there. And obviously Sid's, depending on if it plays out the same in 3, you might even take over a Sid if that happens the same, but also the Rocket stuff as well,
because people are thinking that you don't get him in Rocket Town. Because they haven't shown the rocket, so they're just assuming and stuff. It's not Rocket Town, but it might. I haven't seen anything to do with it. But they're thinking that maybe he hasn't gone through the event yet. Something's happened to like the time, and it's all messed up. And Sid's different, and that's why he's not like the way he is. But then I think
he's kind.
He's kind, and then he's going to go through the event, and he's going to change, and that's when he's going to get his spear and everything.
Yeah. Did you show a screenshot of like the fight with Palmer, but he's in like a tank or something?
Yeah.
Yeah. Because my first thought was that is that in Rocket Town instead of just...
Yeah, that is Rocket Town.
In a fucking tank. You can't run away from a truck now if he's in a tank.
I thought, like, when because they weren't doing Wutai, I was just like, okay, well, Don Caneo's not going to be in it. And then they just showed him in Gold Source. I was like, oh, okay.
It's like, don't worry, he's here. So fantastic. Oh, there's also the bit with, like, the coral prison and, like, dying and stuff.
Oh, God.
It should be nice.
It's going to be,
Nice.
Part 2 is going to be full of, like,
Andrew, they're going to change it. It's going to be a nice little happy reunion, and they're going to skip off together, both holding Molly's hand into the sunset.
They just link their guns together.
Yeah. Just firing into the air as they skip off.
Because, like, I remember people thinking, like, oh, because he's showing dying the picture of Marlene and stuff that he's going to survive, sort of thing. But I don't think he's going to survive. I think he's still going to jump. And I
feel like obviously things are going to play out different, and obviously something's going to change. But I feel like because it's different, like timelines or realities coinciding with each other, I feel like things are generally going to play out the same.
I think
even if getting there is going to be different, sort of thing. So I feel like the important events are still going to happen.
Because the whispers are still there.
Yeah, in the City of the Ancients,
you see them all
guffing up the place.
Yeah, and like
so it's like they're still trying to change stuff, or maybe Sephiroth's controlling them now or something.
Yeah, because they went inside Sephiroth and stuff. So like
he did, and then
you know what I found out the other day? Like, this is a theory that's been going around for a really long time, and I didn't really pay any attention to it.
Go on.
But before Advent Children, because they've started doing showings of it and stuff, they actually confirmed that, you know, those 3 like fates that appear.
The 3 what?
Fates that you fight at the end of the game, a remake.
Oh, yeah.
That's the 3 Sephiroth clones.
Fucking hell, is it? It's just fairy, but...
No, they've actually confirmed it.
Is it confirmed?
They went into an interview, because they did an interview before Advent Children. He said, oh yeah, they appear in remake as the...
Did you have their weapons? I can't even remember.
No, they just... Maybe, I don't know.
They were all like stylized and weird, though, weren't
they?
So you can't really
it's
tell.
Supposed to be like... I don't know if it's supposed to be them specifically, or it's like a representation of them sort of thing, because it's like kind of like... If you think about like Kingdom Hearts, like the Nobody and Heartless sort of thing. Maybe it's like the same things, but yeah, they did an interview before the movie. It's like, oh my god.
Bear needs to calm down. He's just tying everything into each other.
No, yeah.
Does it too much, and it's like, oh my god, my brain. It's gonna explode. I saw that fucking gif with, was it Yazoo? Beefcake one.
Oh no, Loz.
Loz and his hay fever with the flowers.
Yeah.
He treads on them. Such a fucking random film.
I saw what's she called? Brianna White, Aerith's voice actress. Because I watched Advent Children last night, but I was really mad because everyone kept stepping on the flowers.
Just from beyond the grave, just fucking pissed off. Damn it. Yeah.
But as for like the actual end of it, I don't know. I think it's still gonna happen.
I think it is, but there's going to be something left open where you think, oh, actually, is it her or is it another her or something?
Because the whole thing is that it's clearly not just the same story.
Yeah.
Aerith knows too much, and so does Sephiroth.
Yeah, Sephiroth are like... with the story, just scissoring each other.
The fact that she, like, there's so many... Cunnilingus.
God's sake.
The fact that like so many times during remake, Aerith like she hints towards like things that haven't happened yet, sort of thing, or like she goes to Red
stuff she shouldn't know, or
she goes to Red 13 like, wait, no, don't attack him, he's our friend, and then she touches him, and then all of a sudden his mind's fine. It's just like, okay, well, how did you know he was a friend?
Because she's a friend of the animals, Andrew, and he's gone all.
Well, is that who the clue was about then, Daniel? In the thing,
yeah,
friend of the animals.
Friend of the animals.
Makes them extinct.
Big Rod dies.
What I was going to say that there was another thing that I saw the other day. It was like when you go to Cloud's house, Aerith's house.
Cloud Scraper. With Claudia, whatever she's called.
Claudia. Oh, she's in
was that his actual mum, or was she just...
No, that's his mom.
Okay. There's always a part of me that got confused between the reality and Cloud's reality, and I'd always get mixed up with so when you saw fucking Claudia, I was like,
you haven't played the demo yet and stuff, but one thing that I really liked about it
was Claudia was playable.
Yeah. Was when you talk to Shinra Grunt.
Oh yeah.
Has Zack's voice.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I was like, oh.
I said he swapped places. Yeah, no, that's clever. I like that.
I was like,
very good. Oh. Yeah.
They did a really good job with it.
Yeah, because I was going to say, because 7, like, it is complicated.
Yeah.
Like, even years later, we still go, was that Geneva? Was that stuff like that?
Yeah.
All this stuff. And it's just like, so it's good that, like, people are getting to play this one, and it obviously things will be different, but like the main story beats, it'll explain them in more detail. So it's really cool.
Yeah, I really liked. Yeah. I've forgotten the voice actor's name, but the Cloud's interpretation of how he was during that time period.
Yeah,
is really
like cocky and stuff.
Yeah,
yeah,
he's all like energetic and like just the way he comes off. It's really interesting when you see it.
Yeah.
There's some really good materials in there as well. Some new materials in there, but there's like a couple of old ones. Sorry, I just kicked the desk because I was mad about the materia.
I was like livid about new material.
There's a couple of new ones and stuff, and I was just like, ooh. time to experiment with these. But I don't know how that's going to work in the main game, because, like, if you get them then, are you going to start with them? Or are you going to... Because it says you
I
can
would assume
skip...
the flashbacks separate, but I don't know.
Yeah,
and you'd maybe just get anything you get there later on or another time.
Yeah.
Because it's obviously not set in reality, and it's not set just before then, so obviously...
You can just go into Tifa's room, and then, like, the way she reacts to what you do in her room.
I saw, like, another clip of, like, looking in her drawers and stuff.
I didn't do that. I was like, no, I'm not going to do that to Tifa. I have too much respect for Tifa. But I will play the piano.
But I will go mental on the piano.
The first thing I did with it was, like, I figured out how to do the tune that you need to do for her limit break.
Her limit break, yeah. I
was like, and I uploaded it, and then no one said anything about it. Then about 3 weeks later, someone did it, and they were like,
you fools, you didn't see me.
But then I didn't realize there was an actual minigame tied to it. Like, it did come up on the screen, but I was just like, all right, okay. And then I realized...
You just sound like Jules Holland. Just go tickling the ivories, oblivious to everything.
I was like, oh, okay, right. And then I did it, and I was like, oh, this isn't actually too bad. I was, like, really, like, nervous about it, because I was like, okay, I'm not going to be able to do this, because it's a really weird...
remake fucking did me over really bad. I was so shit at them.
Because it's like, the way that it's done is that it's on the analog sticks, and then, like, a wave will come out from the middle of the analog stick to the direction you need to push.
Yeah.
And then once it gets to the end, you have to hit it, like, get perfect or great or whatever it is. But then it'll do it on the other side too, so you've got to do it on both sides.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
And I was just like, ah! But then once I got it down in my head, I was like, okay, so I got the timing down. I was like, okay, all right, I'm all right now. But it was only one song, so they're going to do, like, one, it's just going to be like Cosmo Canyon, it's going to be like...
One Winged Angel, there for 7 minutes trying to do it all. Jesus Christ.
There'll be a trophy there, like, get perfect in every score, and just like...
All right, just makes it fear rhythm, just in the game.
But some people are like, because obviously if you know how to play the piano, you can just look at any score and you could probably do it.
Mm-hmm.
And people have been playing, like,
to
Zanarkand and stuff, and it was just like, I was like,
oh, chicken.
What did you say?
Cheeky.
Oh, they went, oh, chicken.
Oh, chicken. Your hair looks like a chicken.
Oh, they better leave that.
Hey, that bit'll be in it. Yeah, I was just thinking that bit's in it. On the wall. I wonder if the path to Carol's going to be like a roller coaster like it was in 7.
I hope so.
Just running along and just like...
It's absolutely mental.
Fucking Space Mountain going on.
To go to, like, I know we said this, like, probably, like, 50 minutes ago, but, like, I'm actually really excited to play as Kate Sith.
Yeah.
I'm actually looking forward to playing it, because in the original, I was just like, nah. I kind of used him at first, and I was like, oh, this is cool, because he's not a human character, and then I found out it was a spy, and I was like, I'm sick of you. Taking liberties. And then I was like, nah. And then I found out you only had 2 limit breaks, and then at the time, in my young mind, I was like, that's rubbish.
In my head, yeah, he's like such an afterthought character. I was like, I'll play as other characters, they got more stuff.
Yeah. And then I realised that, like, the things you can do with his limit breaks, it's like, oh.
Yeah.
But, like, I'm really looking forward to it. I love how the Moogle look.
Yeah, I'm glad they kept that.
I had to.
I thought they would, but there was always a part of me that was like, oh, why did you just have the cat?
Yeah, because, like, the other part of me was like, why have they just put him on the back of Red 13? Like they did in
I don't do that again. But then I was thinking, like, well, that won't really work in combat.
No.
It'd be really weird how to separate 2 characters, so I was like, yeah, come on, just make him.
Because he has it, but you call it in.
Yeah.
So, like, he's not... So you can run around just as the cat. Or you can have...
I like how the actual Moogle is the fortune-telling machine as well.
Yeah, that's like... Because I didn't understand that. I always thought it was just like...
I thought he just had it on him, and he was like, oh, it is fortune.
But it is the actual thing that comes out of its mouth, and it's like, oh!
I think it always probably did, but he's just... 7 was just like, you couldn't tell anything.
No. Because he did go like
Don't
that.
know what was
I
going
never just thought about it then, like, when he did give you the fortune, he was always like that.
Yeah.
Not that anyone can see that.
We're doing a hand motion from our mouth to the recipient.
to Cloud.
I beg your pardon.
The object from the sky, that one. Meteor, yeah, him.
Yeah. Now playable in part 3. Re-Meteor, whatever it's going to be called.
Re-Meteor.
Just that on the front with a face. Thumbs up. So I'm coming. Oh.
I really enjoyed the demo. There's one bit of the demo that I didn't like as much.
Hmm.
And I don't know if I
Was it
want
the sexy pose when you do a synergy attack?
No, that was
look
great.
at each other and
Daniel.
they're like, oh. Give each other.
No, that was great. I love that bit.
And then TV's like, I was like, make Cloud tell the story how it happened. It's like, no, that's how it happened.
It's towards the end essentially, and it's not even like that. It's bad. I just didn't like how it played out, sort of thing. So I was just like, okay.
All right then. Yeah, I'd be interested to see like the differences.
Yeah.
Because obviously I have refreshed memory of 7 watching you stream it, so I like it'll be like a direct comparison to
yeah. Oh god, yeah, I need to finish
things.
that.
And like the little sand buggy.
Oh yeah, the
as well.
buggy.
I just trying to think like all the little things like that in the tiny Bronco.
Yeah.
I think that's more like a taxi though. Is that like, can you actually drive the tiny Bronco?
I don't know.
I've seen it on a stretch of water and I couldn't tell if you were actually in control of it or it was just
you probably can.
Because obviously Sid's apparently like the one piloting.
Yeah, he's piloting it, but like.
So I don't know how much control you get. But I'll just like, even just that, because obviously the whole thing we were like, how are they going to do like the world map?
Yeah.
Aspects of it.
It's
But
going to
just make huge open areas.
It's going to be interesting to see how like they block off certain areas.
I'm glad they've gone the whole like, instead of just, let's make everything open world, they've gone like, let's just make a huge open area that leads to another region, that leads to another, like, because it's just so, like, it takes so much strain off. They should have learned from like 15 that.
Yeah.
Which I think they have done. Because obviously 16 did big areas really well, like how they connected and stuff.
Yeah.
And the map's like big open areas.
So I liked how 16 did it. I just didn't like all the in-between, if you know what I mean. There was a lot of just like going back to the hideout and doing this and doing that. I was just like, I just want to be from that point. Because it kind of took me out. A
mobile sort of aspect to it where.
Because it kind of took me out the story
15.
about a bit.
A little bit, yeah, going back to.
Yeah, because you'd be like in the middle, like, oh, Mid is in danger. You need to get there, rush there, get to her. And then just like, no, I don't.
I just go back to that.
Yeah, so it kind of pulled me out a bit, but I understand why they did it.
Yeah, it's kind of good to have a hub though. I like the base of operations aspect. I actually didn't know what they were going to do when it got destroyed the first one. I was like, oh.
What now?
I've lost my home. Oh, we've got another one. But no, yeah, I'm trying to think else. Rebirth. Oh, the summons.
Yes.
New summons.
Yes, I'm going to...
Bahamut Jazz, whatever it's called.
Yeah, what is it called? Yeah, it's been renamed. Bahamut. It's not Bahamut Fury.
No, it's something.
Yeah. It's supposed to be near Bahamut, basically.
Yeah, but it's basically near Bahamut with a different name.
But we've got Kajata.
Yeah, we've got Big Boy.
Titan. Yeah. Phoenix. Odin.
Phoenix looks good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, Odin. Do we have Typhoon? I don't think we do we? Well, we haven't seen it anyway, I don't think so.
No, it'll probably Mr. Typhon. Typhoon.
All the typos, man.
Yeah.
I think that's it.
As of time of recording, I'm going to be doing that video in Nox on Sunday, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So I've got some interesting ideas down as to things happening.
Excellent.
One of them, like, I was thinking about this the other day. I'm not going to have to go into depth with it and stuff, but my big one was that Chadley and how he can make summon materia, because no one's ever made summon materia before.
Yeah, they haven't gone into that big.
No, so I was like,
everyone's sort of referencing, but no one knows anything about him, so it's like...
Because all we know is...
Who are you, Chadley?
He's a cyborg.
Is he actually confirmed now?
Yeah, he confirms it in Remake. if you beat all the challenges, he's like, I'm a cyborg.
Don't even hint to it, he just says
It
it.
literally just says, I'm a cyborg, yeah.
I'm a real boy.
Look, cyborgs are humans that are...
Yeah, enhanced.
Yeah,
with
enhanced by
robotics.
robotic parts. So yeah, it kind of makes sense now, and it's like, okay.
That explains his lack of personality.
Yeah.
Chatley. I can't get past the name. I can't.
know. But one of the
Let's say two of the worst names and put them together.
community managers at Square Enix is called Chad, who I speak to off and on and stuff. And at the moment, he's got his name as Chadley. And the thing, as it's leading up to...
God's sake. Just call me Chadley, and I will not.
No. What else? Well, I'm trying to think of all the story because I've obviously been going through it. So I'm just like, so we already had Shiva, Chocomog, Fat Chocobo, Ifrit, Ramu, Bahamut, Leviathan, and then they had all like the extra ones in there too, like Carbuncle and stuff that weren't in the original.
I forgot about Carbuncle.
So we're missing, obviously, Knights of the Round, Typhon.
I don't even know how they do that, if that's even going to be in it.
I think
it might just be like...
I think it's going to be Knights of the Round, but it's going to be Arthur.
Yeah,
you summon Arthur. And then, like, during the abilities that you get with it, like, the other knights will come in and attack it.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, certain attacks, they come in and
Yeah.
do, like, moves and stuff, yeah.
And then they'll do the big finisher.
Gang
go on
bang
for 10
it.
years.
Yeah.
Who else? Giga Bahamut. Oh, no, Bahamut Zero, sorry, not Giga Bahamut.
Bahamut, yeah.
Yeah. That was
in
ours.
space. Pelting round in space, just, like, shooting at the planet.
There's not... Oh, Alexander's in Rebirth, I think.
Oh, yeah, he is, yeah.
But
Oh, yeah, you get him early, don't you?
You get most of them early, I think.
Because Alexander was the...
Snowy.
Up there.
Old Snowden.
Because he was the only summon I missed in the first few playthroughs because I didn't know about that thing to get.
Yeah, it's a pain in the arse. Because I missed it on stream. Yeah, but it was really annoying because I remember going off and doing this specific path, and I went there, and then, like, I collapsed. And then I looked it up on a video, and everyone's like, no, go this way. It's a lot easier. And it wasn't. And then I went back there after, and everyone's like, you can only get to him by going this way. And I was like, no, you can't.
It's like, God damn it, I did it over.
I never would collapse and do it that way. I'd always make sure to do it and do it in one go. So I know you can do it, but, like, I just, yeah.
Bad advice.
But yeah, like, you get Odin early because he's...
Yeah.
Well, I don't know when you get him in Rebirth, but, like, Phoenix is early.
The main game.
And Neo Bahamut, whatever it's called, Bahamut
Chadley.
Yeah. Bahamut Chadley.
Just puts his face on him because he's making his material. He's just like, I just put my face on that. I don't know, I just like to content. Yeah, just make you this material. You've made some really good, have a look. I know, I realise I'm full of cat for the bottle. Hello. It's a shadow of a cat. Zero.
Oh, it's a shame that's not going to be on the recording.
I know, yeah.
What a
Helen
moment.
appears on camera.
As you said, Bahamut. Just like, you're wrong.
Bahamut Chandler?
Chandler.
Oh, God. I'm tired. Oh, yeah.
But what else?
So I think that was all the summons, wasn't it?
Yes. Pretty sure. Unless there's some extra ones in there.
We'll talk about the Gold Saucer before we wrap up.
Oh, yeah, I'm really excited about Gold Saucer. Especially
the Chocobos as well. Speaking of the Gold Saucer.
Yeah, Chocobos.
I've been seeing all the screenshots of all the different coloured Chocobos.
Yeah, because you can do, like, different things in each area. And there's, like, the Mr. Dolphin mini-game.
Oh, God, I didn't even talk about Mr. Dolphin. The thing that was said, I hope you put Mr. Dolphin in and they've done it.
they did it and went too far with it.
Yeah, they took it too ruddy far. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there's loads of minigames in it. Obviously, like, Gold Source is going to have a lot of them.
There was, like, one that I didn't know about that I don't remember seeing in the trailer, but then, like, they've shown it, and it's, like, all the characters is frogs. They'll,
Yeah,
like,
I've seen.
hopping
Is that the
around.
one with the little figures where the little
No,
blocky like?
I think
What's
that's
that?
Fort Condor.
You look like Fort Condor.
But no, there's an
But I
actual
was
one
like,
where you
"Oh,
roll frogs.
Yeah, I remember seeing the frog bit.
I was like, aha.
Frog racing.
Yeah. Frogabo racing.
Fuck's sake. Oh yeah, did you show the snowboarding?
No, it's not in this game.
It's not in this one.
No, that's why I
What
think it's
did
going
he
to end at Sit the Ancients.
Yeah. What other minigames did you show?
They showed a
Maybe
lot.
just Chocobo Race.
Yeah, Chocobo.
Yeah, that's what I mean. That trailer was just full, and I'm just like.
And I was trying to. The thing was like I was really trying to avoid it, but I knew that everyone was going to start posting about it, and as soon as it happened, it was just like everyone was doing it. I was just like, I wasn't going to be able to avoid it, which is really annoying.
Yeah, it's hard.
Especially when you like follow a lot of channels and stuff.
Yeah,
Most of them are fine though. They're like, okay, well, I'm not putting any spoiler stuff up. If you watch my video, then yeah, it's gonna happen. But it's people that like put it directly. They'll take a screenshot and just like put it there. Just like, okay.
Yeah, and the thumbnail, so when you're like, oh, dickhead.
Trying to think. Yeah, there was the chocobos. We saw the different coloured chocobos, and they like you can just climb around.
So is breeding in it then? Do you reckon? How depth?
No, I think it's just like in areas. There's just going to be specific chocobos in each region.
Yeah.
And it's going to have like mountains in one area, and then river chocobos in another, and.
Oh, they'll save the breeding for part 300.
Yeah.
It'll be 80% of the game, just really in depth chocobo management.
Oh, one game.
You carry like a baby one with you and raise it. Sorry, go on.
That'd be cool.
So that reminded me of Final Fantasy VIII, the little one that comes running.
Yeah. The Queen's Gambit. That's a big one that's going to appear and probably take up all my time.
If you can even realise how to play it.
Yeah.
If it's anything like any other Final Fantasy card game.
At least 8 was easy. It was just annoying.
Yeah. I still, even now when I think about it, I feel like I still didn't know how it works, even though I got all the cards, so
yeah,
must have done at the time.
How it works is easy. It's just like getting the rules to change and everything.
Oh, the rules, man. That rules feature was fucking mental.
And then when I played it last year, whenever it was, and it was just like, you need to do this rule at this point and get them to randomize into this rule. But if you don't, go and fight this person 3 times and do this and to get it to change so that Esther doesn't have random card selection. It's like, what do?
That's too much work. The mini games in that game, like the side quests in 8 were like so missable and like hidden.
Yeah.
Like do a random as anything. All the game, the card stuff.
Card game, the UFO.
The Monkey Lake, or what was it? Monkey?
Yeah, Monkey Pebble
in the
Lake.
Forest.
Yeah.
I did like that they gave you stuff to on the world map. That was good.
Yeah.
Like to interact with stuff.
Nice.
But it was so random.
Oh, God.
God knows what would happen if they remade 8. How that'd be. Because I guess that's the closest one to a sort of 7-style remake.
Yeah.
Style-wise. Because I haven't to worry about changing the style too much.
We'll probably change Angelo's limit breaks.
Nah, it's going to get launched. We saw the high def version in that mobile game.
Oh, yeah, he did.
Okay.
Trying to think what else. They showed so much, like I said. They showed like
yeah,
the piano.
there's a lot.
They showed the
synergy attacks.
The synergy attacks.
Didn't talk about that.
I love the Barrett and Aris one. Where they put the sunglasses on.
It's like, don't worry, I've got a spare pair. Or they're just Aris.
Yeah. And then there's like one with Cloud and Kate Sith that's like a reference to World of Final Fantasy, which I think is funny.
Alright.
Where like Kate Sith stands on top of Cloud and then Cloud stands on top of the Moogle.
Just stack on top of each other.
I was like, aha.
Excellent. But yeah.
Gold Saucer. I'm looking forward to the actual Chocobo race, and they've already shown Joe's there.
Oh, yeah, it looks amazing. Yeah, Joe. Hello, Joe.
With his, what's it, Teo?
Yeah, Teo or something.
Tejo or something, yeah. which is probably a mistranslation. It's probably just like Mateo. Or Tito or something.
Yeah, it's just nothing like what it says. Oh. Yeah. Can't wait. So many days.
Yeah, we got the date sequence as well, Daniel.
Oh yeah, the date. Time to date Barrett in his sailor uniform, which we didn't talk about.
Yes, sailor uniform Barrett's back. And they keep all I've seen like the last few days, and I keep trying to hide them, is just like people keep showing Costa del Sol screenshots. I'm like, look, Tifa's got this costume.
Oh, look, Tifa's boobs are bigger, hooray.
And I'm just like, Barrett. Sailor Barrett.
Barrett in the background, come back, come to me. I see bloody red 13 in his
skimpy bikini.
Yeah, in his bikini. Just knocks Tifa out of that way.
The only one that I'm waiting for is Hojo in his lab coat on the beach.
Oh no, yeah, they've hidden that.
Yeah,
it's got to be there.
I saw like
watch it not be because they've changed it. And you'd be like,
yeah.
No.
Have you seen the like the official account's been posting like, oh, here's like it's like it's a screenshot from far away from in the area to sort of like showcase the area. And it's like, here's a beautiful coastal Costa del Sol where you can sunbathe, you can get a tan, you can do all these things. And on this screenshot, if you look in the like right in the background, there's just like two black cut cloaks. They're just on the beach.
They're just tanning it up. They are pretty pale. Just on little sun lounges, just
they're just walking on the beach. So just
cocktail, like,
just It's gonna be a nightmare, just like dodging everything, because like everyone's just like, "Oh, you should stream it and stuff." I don't want to stream it. I want to experience it for myself.
Yeah, I don't want to stress onto the other stream while I'm trying to enjoy the game.
And then people coming in like, "Oh, this happens" and stuff. So I want to experience that for myself.
Yeah, I just want to block myself off and just play it.
Yeah.
That's why I'm like trying to get 16 done. I'm just gonna play like that straight away. Yeah. Basically. So I can try and get into it.
I don't know what like just to check. I don't know what I'm going to stream after. Probably I might do 8, just because I can.
Oh, you've got the remastered version to stream now.
Exactly.
With Sid's not so Robin Williams face anymore. The un-Robin Williams him.
They did. And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll do that. I don't know yet. We'll see. But like, yeah, I want to kind of stay away from anything 7 related to like Crisis Core or anything, because like people will just come like, nah.
Yeah.
So, yes.
Yeah. But that's... Oh, did enough. You have a... That's enough!
Did I have what, Daniel?
Did you have a scramble?
No.
Oh, no scramble today.
No, I have KOUDELKA in mind, but like...
Oh, Jonas, there's a tease for next time.
But I'm not fully committed to KOUDELKA, so I was just like... And then I was thinking, like, maybe I'll do 13. And then I was like, no, I don't want to do 13, because I want to do that for, like, an eventual thing, not a bias review. The opposite of bias review.
Yeah. Well, it's biased, but not in a positive way. I was going to say, because getting point with the scrambles now, you're just going to do any game. Don't have to be a bad game. Just do any game.
Well, no, yeah, well, that's why
Big it up.
Do KOUDELKA. Because KOUDELKA... I mean,
Andrew, I said it doesn't have to be a bad game, alright?
I can try, but I can't remember a lot about it. Other than that it's in Wales.
I was going to say, it's in Wales.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that hasn't stopped you before. You don't have to do it now, you can call it a...
Yeah. I can record a scramble off screen and you can just add it onto the...
You could do if you want. Oh, roll jingle.
He does a ramble using his mandible. It's Andy's 60-second scramble.
KOUDELKA is a horror RPG on the PlayStation 1 and a prequel to the Shadow Heart series. KOUDELKA is a gypsy who is drawn to a manor in Wales by a spirit. There, she meets a traveller named Edward and a bishop named James, who together they unravel the mysteries of the manor. A man named Patrick has cast a spell to bring Elaine, his wife, back from the dead, but her spirit and body never reunited, causing the dark past of the manor to reveal itself as tortured souls and corpses reanimated, and it is revealed that it was once a monastery held for prisoners. The gameplay is that of Resident Evil 1 through 3, where it's fixed cameras and items needed to progress us through certain areas, like keys and all that sort of stuff. The combat is turn-based, which would initiate in chess-like maneuvers where the 3 party members would move around the field in order to take out a myriad of undead, insectoid, and furniture-based enemies. There was a big gargoyle in the game, and it scared me a lot when I was young, and I never went back to it, but the body of Elaine runs after you like a spider towards the end, and it is just very creepy. All the story points appear in Shadow Hearts 1, where it's fully explained how Patrick obtained the spell to revive the dead.
Oh, wasn't that a good scramble?
Oh, that's fantastic. Loved it.
Andrew was very professional there. Can't believe he swore so much, though.
I know, I shouldn't have said KOUDELKA so many times.
Yeah, that was the whole review. But yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yes.
I will try my very best to get this out this week. When's it released?
29th.
29th, is that like...
5 days.
It's 5 days.
Well, yeah, 5 days.
What date's that fall on?
Thursday, I think.
Thursday?
Yeah.
Might have to swap Donkey Kong for a Shodcast if we can get it up on time.
Yeah.
I'll see what I can do. I might do some switcheroo.
Thursday. It's a weird day. Yeah, Thursday. Don't know why they just didn't bring it on. I think it's
I know, I was thinking Friday, but I bet they thought, oh, end of Feb. The 1 month that's fucking day short. Okay, fine. Fine. I'll try to get up on Wednesday.
No fantasy.
If not, it'll be out on the weekend, but I wanted to get out before. We'll see how we can squeeze it in. But yeah, thanks for listening, everyone.
Yeah.
Don't forget to
subscribe
follow
to
Andrew's
Pixels
channel. Yeah, subscribe to our channel, obviously. Duh.
Yeah. Duh. Then mine, then
follow us.
Daniel's.
We're currently playing Donkey Kong Country on the Pixel Trove.
Yes.
It's our newest.
Samurai Warriors will be
Pixel
back
Trove.
soon.
Yes. I've got some ones I need to edit. And then whenever I can get to Andrews, we'll do some recording.
Yeah.
But yeah, go subscribe to Andrews. Andrews crossed the 700 milestone subs.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. And
I'm stuck now.
yeah, he's stuck. He's stuck in that milestone limbo. Currently
705,
uploading.
it's got to 704, and it's been stuck at 704 for ages.
Yeah, it'll just do that for ages, won't it?
Like, no.
It does that for like a month, and then it'll just like shoot up to like
Yeah.
715. You'd be like, what? You were holding on to these this whole time? Yeah, we're currently uploading our Hot Gold Soul Server simulcast, so make sure you go and watch that.
Yes, please.
Dual Pokemon Hot Gold Soul Server action.
Yeah.
And yeah, we'll
She's back.
yeah. We'll see you soon.
Look, Daniel.
Oh yeah. I'm just hanging around. I have fed her. She's been a nuisance. And
I know
we'll
her.
see you next time.
Oh.
I'm just trying to communicate with my cat.
Bye,
Bye-bye.
everyone.